I thought since I just did my 3,000 sub video, I should do this one next. Hit the button. Let's get started. Hey there, hi there, ho there, Andrew here, the horror host of Generations X, Y, and Z inside Davis Manor, where we find humor in horror. And this is another tag video, and normally I don't do too many tag videos. These just type of videos aren't that popular. I don't get too many views, but I do get some enjoyment from doing it. And this one is pretty fitting. I mean, since the fact that I just did my 3,000 sub announcement, which is what I said in the intro, so I don't know why I'm saying it now. Anyways, I have to thank the YouTuber Queenie Todd, yes, Queenie Todd, for inspiring me to do this video. She had a list of questions. I have expanded on that. So that means that there's more than what she had in her tag video for small YouTubers. This one's a little bit more extensive, has extra questions. But before I get into those questions, a big old shout out to the names that are coming up here. These are the patrons of the channel, and it is with the patrons' help that we have created pretty cool things like Walker Wednesdays, which will be starting up next month when The Walking Dead is back in full swing. Also, we have created my gift to you, a website, the letters UFN, the word rock.com. That's UFNrock.com. It is my way of giving you a place to hang out, to talk in the forums, to go ahead and throw fan art my way, and I will post it up with giving you credits on that. Also, that is the home of Davis Manor, a nice, cool area that I am creating, putting all together, and there will be many happy haunts in Davis Manor as time goes on, and you'll see what I'm doing there. Make sure you go ahead, check out the website. You can already see things are under construction, and I'll also be putting stuff like my thumbnail art and other things up there as well. So anyways, if you want to have a vote in future projects, the things that I'm doing, say in what is going on with the channel, get some exclusive content, rewarded with some merchandise, maybe even get a character that is created by me after your likeness, after your name, based on those things. So you could possibly be, you know, in one of my films coming up. Not you per se, as an actor. I mean, unless you're an actor and you audition and everything. I'm going off on a tangent. So let's just get into the questions. But make sure you check out the links below in the description at the end of the video for the Patreon page. You can go ahead and check out the rewards and goals there. It's pretty cool. Let's get into the questions, and here is the first one. What inspired you to make videos? What a great question, and I have answered this before in some, I think, Q&As. I'm not quite sure, or maybe at least in a video here or there, or in the comments section. What inspired me to create and make videos was The Bachelorette. My wife watches The Bachelor and Bachelorette, and there was a season of The Bachelorette that was on, and I tend to be vocal during that show, and my wife was just trying to enjoy it. So she turned to me and she says, why don't you go and talk to your friends about this? Stop talking out loud. I don't want to hear it. I'm trying to enjoy the show. And that was the reason of the inspiration of making a video. After I was done making that video, I felt it was very therapeutic. I enjoyed making that video and getting it off my chest, and that was my very first video into YouTube. Next question. Describe your content in one sentence. All right, I'm going to force myself. Let me muster the strength. Here we go. The content on this channel is to show that there can always be something funny in the realm of horror and entertainment, movies, and such. And we're going to the third question, which is, how long have you been on YouTube, and have you had other channels? Well, I've been on YouTube since June of 2015, so we're talking, 3 years and 3 months as of this recording, basically. Do I have any other channels? No, just this one channel, and this one channel only. I don't think I could handle another channel. The following question is number 4, which is, what message are you trying to get across in your videos? What's the type of message that I get across in these videos? I'm going to say this. You can find humor in anything. Humor, to me, is my coping mechanism. Always has been. Comedy, I think, has a very dark origin because of that for a lot of people. If you did not have the ability to laugh at some terrible and heinous things that have happened in this world, you would just crumble. So, you know, the message that I'm getting across in the videos is there are some bad things out there, bad movies that you can make fun of that are just bad because they're bad. There are horror movies that are supposed to be scary and everything, but still can be very entertaining because scary stories, ghost stories, all that other stuff is supposed to be entertaining. It might haunt you and chill you to the bone, but you're supposed to enjoy it by the end of it. There's supposed to be some type of sense of fulfillment. So yeah, I'm going to go with that. Is that a good answer? And the 5th question is, which YouTuber do you resemble the most in terms of content? I'm a horror channel for the most part, so there are other horror channels out there, but I don't think there are other horror channels that come in the direction that I do. I think maybe my sense of humor and style, comedically wise, might be close to Dr. Wolfula. Sid is, who's the person that has created that channel. He has probably a very similar approach when it comes to comedy, as I do. But he does it in a completely different way, which I think is cool. I wish I could do that. And the next question is, what equipment do you use to film? Well, the thing that I use to film is my phone. I am using my phone right now. It is a Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. Yeah. And the following question is, what do you use to edit? Well, my first editing software that I used was called Lightworks, and that was my first 50 videos. And after my 50th video was edited, Lightworks changed their, because it was free at the time, they changed it to a subscription-based, where you had to pay monthly. And I looked at how much they were charging, and then I saw like how much Adobe was charging for theirs on their monthly subscription for Adobe Premiere Pro, Creative Cloud, CC. And I was like, well, they're close. And Adobe is like industry leading standard, whatever you want to call it, you know, movie. People that actually make film use Adobe. So I have moved from that. So I use Adobe Premiere Pro, CC, and I am slowly learning things like Adobe After Effects. All of that stuff I was able to get through the support of the patrons. Question number 8 is, does your channel meet the new monetization guidelines? Yes. Yes, the channel does. Followed by question number 9, do you think the new guidelines are fair? No, not exactly. And what a terrific segue to go into question number 10. If you had more money, equipment, support, what content would you make? Well, that really goes back to the Patreon page, and I don't want to make this sound like a one long commercial for the Patreon page, but when you go to that, you can see all the goals that I have, that I've done and that I want to do, and my long-term goal for with the right types of pledge of supports would be to make web series, to make short films, to make feature-length films, all of that stuff. So if I am blessed with the fact of becoming a bigger YouTube channel and having more support, I will be able to do that, and I will be able to do that type of stuff free for you guys. So it's my way of giving back. You guys are helping my creative outlet. So that's what I would do. Make more movies, shorts, films, stuff like that. There's an animated show I want to do too. Question number 11 is, when do you upload? Well, my upload schedule has been pretty random as of late. I've been trying to do it every day. And what I announced in my last video was that I'm going to be doing Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. And when I can go ahead and throw in extra ones, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So you know that you can at least check out my channel at least once a week and see different videos there. But I'm shooting for 3 times a week. if I can do more, I will do more. Next question is, what do you classify as a small YouTuber? Well, I remember reading this in a forum a long time ago, and they were saying basically, I think it was a YouTube forum, that if you had less than 30,000 subscribers, you were a small YouTube channel. But if you were closer to the 100,000 subscriber mark, it was closer to the bottom rung of a medium channel. And then, you know, you're a million plus, you're a bigger channel from there. So I guess it would be like 30,000, 100,000, 1 million. At least that's the way that I've been thinking that it is. So yeah, I'm going to be a small YouTube channel for a little bit. Number 13's question is, which big YouTuber would you love to collab with and why? Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Johns. Those are two bigger YouTube channels that review movies, that have fun personalities that I think I could probably get along with. So yeah, we'll go with those guys. I follow them. I watch them. They're good. Going to the next question, do you watch and support other small YouTubers? Well, the answer to that is yes. I watch a lot. And unfortunately, I've watched so much of them, I don't watch when I'm signed in on my phone or something like that. So I don't leave a lot of comments. And that might make people think that I don't watch them. But I do. I watch a lot. Actually, I will mention those people a little bit later on in the questions. So stay tuned. Question 15, where do you see yourself and your channel in 1 year, 5 years? Where do I see myself in 1 year, 5 years? I see myself still doing this in 1 year's time. Hopefully I have more subs, more likes, more shares, more comments, all that stuff, and the channel continues to grow. There'll be more patrons of the channel. We'll be able to expand and grow and do more things. In 5 years' time, I'm hoping that by that time that I'm doing web series, short films, the animated show, all of that stuff, all those goals that I have on the Patreon page. If I am not doing any of that stuff in 5 years' time, that means that I'll have been on YouTube for 8 years, and I will probably have to reevaluate what is going on by that time. So hopefully I'll be doing all of that. Question 16 is, what does your username mean? Well, my username is Andrew R. Davis, and it means Andrew R. Davis because my name is Andrew R. Davis. Question 17 is, tell us your social medias. I will do one better. I will slide it to the side, and I will put it right there. So that way you can go ahead and look at the social media that I use. I will be honest, I'm not always on the social media platforms that are posted here. I'm not always active. I do it at random times. So if you see me online or if you see something, always feel free to give me a shout. If I'm online, I normally answer back, but it's not a definitive time schedule. Question 18, do people from school find your channel? So I left this question in the list because I thought it was a cute question. Obviously, whoever created the original small YouTuber tag was in school at the time when they created this, and that's the mindset that they were thinking. They weren't thinking people my age make YouTube channels. They're old people. Why would they do that? So I left it in because there are young YouTubers out there that are in their teens and stuff, and they're going through school. I will answer this with, yeah, I haven't been in school in a long time, but people that I went to school with watch this channel. So, yeah, people from school do find my channel. Question 19, list 3 hobbies outside of YouTube. Well, after thinking about it for a little bit, I've gotten thoroughly depressed because my hobbies outside YouTube are kind of tied in with YouTube. I mean, I like movies, and I tied that into YouTube. And I like video games, and I have tied that into YouTube. So that's, you know, I also like the haunt industry, you know, haunted houses and stuff like that. And I've tied that into YouTube. So do I have any outside hobbies of YouTube? I like to read. That won't be on YouTube because that would really be boring. You'll just, hey, this is really good, guys. You should see, but you can't because I'm reading. It would be terrible. That would translate horrifically. Next question. And this question is the last question, which is, who is your favorite small YouTuber? Well, this goes back to question number 14, and that is, do I watch other small YouTubers? And the answer is yes. And who is my favorite small YouTuber? Whew. Like, I'm going to go ahead and pick one person out of all the people that I watch. Are you kidding me? That would be just chaos in the streets. There are no streets on the internet, but there would be if there was. something like that. So I'm going to do one better, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say all the people that, well, I shouldn't say all the people that I subscribe to, because I subscribe to a lot more than what I'm about to announce. But these are people that I watch pretty much on the routine, you know, on the regular. So here we go. I'm going to try and do this in alphabetical order. Let's start off with the first one, and that is Al's Horror Shop. I actually came across him through Stephen King's It. He's a big It fan, and that's how I met him. You've got Amy McLean, you got Blu-ray Dan, you've got Carnage Candy, which I am hoping to do a collab with this year. You got Cody Leach. Man, Cody has just blown up over this past year or so, maybe a little bit longer. I remember when he had a couple hundred subscribers, and he's got like thousands upon thousands of subscribers now. So Cody, whatever you've done to get where you're going, keep doing it, dude. I mean, kicking butt. You got Count Jacula, who I have watched for a long time. I really enjoy his stuff, especially when he does his makeup and he's in character. Two Daves for you, Dave Maggot and Dave McRae. And Dave McRae, if you want to go to anybody for Halloween, go to see Dave McRae's channel. He does fan films for Halloween as well. Very talented man. Has worked in the movie industry on numerous things. Check out his channel. Staying in the D's, you've got Dice Rollin'. I love watching Dice's stuff. And then you got Dr. Jimmy, who I've watched forever because of Halloween Horror Night stuff. Dr. Jimmy's channel is DOCKIMO. So if you want to find him, Dr. Jimmy is just really knowledgeable when it comes to Halloween Horror Nights. Another doctor, Dr. Gangrene, who is a horror host in like true form, has his own TV show. Drewski McGillicuddy. McGillicuddy? Man, I can never say his name right. Drewski McGillicuddy. Why do you have that as a name? That's not your last name. You make me sound like I'm drunk. And then you got Drum Dums. Speaking of drunk, no, Lee is not drunk from Drum Dums. Though Drew will probably be really happy that I somehow was able to wedge him and Lee together next to each other. You've got Emily's Adventures in Horrorland, which I love the way that she does her split personality characters. You got a good friend of mine who was one of my groomsmen, Eric Klein, his channel. You've got, let me rattle through some people. Gabby Hernandez, Ghostbait 1, Haunt Scene is another. Just got in touch with Haunt Scene. We connected, and I've been watching Haunt Scene stuff. Really good. Another a person that I've kind of binge watched. I shouldn't say person, it's a family. Horror Addicts. What a cool family. My family will never be that cool because my wife does not love horror as much as that family does. Very cool channel. Horror Fiend Reviews is another channel that I would like to be doing a collab with. Also, Horror Retrospective is another channel that I would like to collab with. Puts out good material. Horror Gal is a fun channel to watch, especially unboxing stuff. Jason Takes Omegle is one, and Jason as in Jason Voorhees. You've got Jeff Soares. You've got Jennifer Oakes. Jennifer Oakes is a Disney, well, was a Disney princess, the ultimate Disney princess, I guess you could say. Jeremy Vest also is not a Disney princess, but someone that has taught me a lot when it comes to thumbnails and titles and visual marketing, things like that. Josh Solomon, a scare actor that I have known since 2015. Very talented filmmaker as well. You've got Queenie Todd, the person the reason why I'm doing this this tag, and then some other really cool ladies of horror as well. You've got Lisa Loves, Mother Mayhem, Nightmare Maven. All of them rock. You've got a couple of random guys, Random Matt Videos and Random TV, which was Random Ross. Random Matt changed his name into Random Matt. Random Ross changed his name into Random TV. That's why they're so random, because they just randomly change their titles of their names of their channels. You've got Screaming Soup, an animated horror channel. Sitch, which very, very talented, by the way, in all their animation. Sean Urshan, who does tags like crazy. Spooky Astronaut, who her name is Emma. She's from Australia. Man, she is really knowledgeable in the world of horror. And when I say world, I mean like horror from different countries and stuff. Very, very talented reviewer. Stitched Together Picks. Stitched Together Picks is Andy. I don't know where he hasn't done a video in a really long time. I loved watching his stuff. I've gone back and rewatched some of his stuff. It's that good. Let's see. That Geeky Gamer is another person I connected through Creepshow. Homicidal Homemaker. Very good channel. Just the name says it all. The Horror Guru. Love watching The Horror Guru. Another horror talent. And he likes more of the splattered gore stuff. You've got the Horror Miser Monty G, also coming from Philadelphia. So we represent. Will I Like It Reviews, CP, from Will I Like It Reviews. And then Zach Hall and Zombie Chris. Zombie Chris, I know from Halloween Horror Nights. Not because we've worked together. He was a guest. He was a scare actor at one point in time. But I met him when he was a guest through a mutual friend and channel, which is View from the Cheap Seats, which I don't really count as a small YouTube channel. They're getting closer to 100,000 subscribers. So I would say more in that medium range. Now, with all that, maybe I'll be able to put links to those channels down below. Hopefully I can do that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if you can put that many links in there. It might make YouTube like blow up or something. So with all of that, make sure if you have not subscribed to this channel already, go ahead and do it. And make sure you check out all those other channels as well. They are just a world of talent of people that I enjoy watching, and I know that you would as well. So make sure you go check out those names and go and subscribe to their stuff as well. That way you don't miss out on any of their awesome content. And you, of course, want to subscribe to me so you don't miss out on my awesome content. And with that also, make sure you hit that bell icon so you get notified the moment that I upload. And I will see you in the next video.